Hi, I'm Ryan, and welcome back to another ImageFlex prop build. Today I'm going to be making Sly Cooper's cane from the PlayStation video game series. Now the cane appears differently both in-game and in the cutscenes, so I'm going to be basing my design off the in-game version from Sly 4. And to work out the correct scale, I used its appearance in the video game Infamous 2, as the character in that game is a human. I'm going to start by making the hook. To do this, I'll be using 4 sheets of 12mm plywood. I start by tracing my shape and cutting it out. Then I'll glue it together with clear liquid nails so that you can't see the seams. I could very well have purchased a thicker sheet of plywood, but doing it this way ensured that I had less waste material and it was about half the price. Whilst the glue for the hook is drying, I can start toning down the handle. To make the handle, I turned down a piece of 75 by 35 treated pine. The reason I'm doing this is because unfortunately the hardware store didn't have any square timber in stock. In all of its versions the handle appears to be straight, but Sly uses it to hang off of things and hit things. So for mine, I decided to make it bulge out a little bit at the top. I imagined that this would make it easier to hold on to. Once I was happy with the shape of the handle, I also used the lathe to machine down the tip and the guard for the cane. Now that the hook is dry, I can sand it to shape. I started on the bench sander, but I couldn't achieve the correct angles, so I made the switch to a rough pad on the drill and followed that up with a finer sanding pad on the multi-tool. I was aiming to give the hook a metal-like finish, as I couldn't make it out of metal. To do this, I was going to use gold leaf. As I've never used gold leaf before, the turnout wasn't really what I'd hoped, so instead I spray painted it. While the first coat of paint on the hook was drying, I stained the handle and milled out a slot in the guard for the hook to sit in. Once that was done, I could paint the guard and begin the final assembly. I really do love being able to bring these things to life, and I honestly couldn't be happier with the final turnout for this one. If you have a suggestion for what we should build next, be sure to leave it in the comments below, and like and share the video. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. ImageFlex makes props and short films, so you'll get a good mix of both of those on this channel.